Is it often that you start a home organizing project only to sputter out and never really finish? Having a plan will help you stay on task and get the project done. Hey, I'm Tammy, and I help stay-at-home moms like you get organized, but more importantly, stay organized. Last week I shared with you why you need a plan to stay organized. The link to that is in the description box below. Go ahead and check it out after this video is done. Today I'm sharing with you how you can create your own home organizing plan in 5 steps. This will lay the foundation for lasting organization in your home. Step number 1, high-level brainstorm and prioritization. This is where you're going to take a look at your whole entire home and you're going to decide all of the different areas that really need your attention and that you want to make a difference in. Once that's complete, you're going to go ahead and prioritize them. Which area of your home is the most important to you to get organized first, second, third, and so on? There's really a couple of different ways you can go after this. Everybody's different, so you need to do what is right for you, but I want you to take a little bit of time, hit pause right now, create this list, and start to prioritize it. When you're going through the prioritizing process, I want you to think about it from the perspective of either getting the biggest bang for your buck, where you're going to tackle the most complex, high traffic area of your home and get that organized first because you know you're going to benefit the most from that. Or you can take the opposite angle at it and really tackle a slow moving, kind of easier space to organize, if you will, because then it's going to be a quicker win and it's going to give you the motivation to keep moving forward. There seriously is no one right way to tackle it. So the remainder of the steps are applicable in every area of your home. We started out with this super high level and now we're going to take it down one level and look at a specific space in your house, a specific room. It's that list that you just created. As we go through the remainder of the steps, what I want you to keep in mind is the top priority, that very first room or space you selected as your top priority. That's what you're going to envision as I am talking through the remainder of the steps. So step number 2, setting a goal. I'm going to call this your organizing why. Why do you want to get that space organized? Not, I want to be organized, my goal is to be organized. That isn't exactly what I mean. I want you to dig a little bit deeper. Let me give you an example. I want my closet organized because I'll spend less time every morning getting dressed and I'll have more time to spend with my kids. Doesn't that give it a little bit of a different connotation where you're really digging in and you're really thinking through it and it's something that's going to keep you motivated, as opposed to, well, I really want my closet organized. Well, I want my closet organized so that I can have more time to spend with my kids. That's the point you want to get to. It may not be spending more time with your kids. It may be something like my daughter's bedroom, for example. I've given her a little bit of motivation saying that when she's able to get her bedroom organized and keep it that way, then this summer we're going to go ahead and paint her room. She's really wanted it painted. So I've given her that motivation. Does that make sense? So I want you to dig a little bit deeper into your organizing why. And very importantly, you need to write it down, because when you have that written down, I have a little pencil here, when you have that written down, it's going to, number 1, stick in your brain a little bit more, and then it's something you can reference. You can put it up on your mirror in your bathroom, and that can be your reminder of why you want to spend that time getting that space organized. So step number 3, brainstorm to take action. So this is really nothing more than an action list. But you need to brainstorm what all of those action items are. You're going to go ahead and sit in that space. You're going to write down everything you can possibly think of that you need to do or have done in order for you to feel and believe that space is organized. So step number 4, now you're going to prioritize that action list, all right? And this is really something you need to dig into as well and think about, because you have an opportunity to delegate these tasks, which we're going to talk a little bit about in the next step, in step number 5. So when you're thinking through the prioritization of those action items, I want you to think logically. I want you to group like items together. So if you have to take things out to the garage, you're taking all the things out to the garage at one time because that's going to save you time in the process. Does that make sense? Step number 5, you want to right size your project. Let's be realistic here for a moment. It's very often that you get this motivation, you're just sick of how a space looks in your house and you're ready to get it organized. You roll up your sleeves, you dig in, and before you know it, you're overwhelmed, you're sputtered out, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you stop. You find that you've bit off more than you can chew, and you don't finish the task at hand. What I want you to consider in this step is if you're going to do this project by yourself, or if you're going to involve your family, or get help from somebody else, you need to understand what your resources are and what amount of time you have on a daily basis, a weekly basis, whatever amount of time you're going to give yourself, you need to right size your project. I highly recommend that you do include your family because if you're doing that, they're more likely to help you keep the space organized because they have a vested interest. They know what has gone into the project and they understand that they don't really want to do it again either. Be sure to go check out this video that I mentioned earlier about why you want to create a plan to get your home organized. Be sure to hit subscribe and the little bell so you get notified when I post my next video next week. Thanks for watching.